That's everything.
Big Boy's Neighborhood. It's been a long time coming. TLC in the neighborhood. Ladies, T-Boz, Chilli, welcome to the neighborhood.
Thank you.
Let me tell y'all, man, I've been waiting for y'all to come back to the neighborhood for a minute.
A long time.
Yeah, it's been a minute, and I'm sitting here. I was like, man, what happened? You know what I'm saying? No, but this is my first time really sitting down with y'all, like individually cool. And I think, Chilli, we got like a phoner from you. Right. And I was like, well, where are you at? She's like, I'm downstairs. I was like, come on. She's like, I don't want to be in there.
That is not true.
I don't want to be in there.
That's not true.
Right. But it sounds good when I say it. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So what's going down with TLC? First off, man, you don't even say welcome back because it's always been a place. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? What brings y'all to say, you know what? We ready to go ahead and we're about to do this. You want me to answer it?
Well, timing is everything, honestly.
I was going to say that too.
Yeah, it just wasn't the right time before. Life happens.
Right.
And it kind of organically just happened. And I think that's the most natural thing, that process, just to let things go naturally. The fans kept asking. Yeah. It was the right time. So we just said, let's do it.
Everywhere you go, though, I'm pretty sure that people have to come up to you guys for years and say when and what's going on. And you know what I'm saying? To the point where you're like, man, you go in the store. I ain't walking in there. But what were the fans saying to you throughout the years?
Oh, my God.
Well, I mean, they say it all. When are you guys coming back? We miss you. Are y'all going to do another album? Mm-hmm. It was just consistent, especially when we released we did the movie.
Yeah,
our movie,
my God.
When that came out, then we got a whole new generation of fans. These
they thought we were a new group.
Yeah, like, man.
Yeah, like,
oh my God, this new group called TLC.
Have you heard of them? Like, get out of here.
So it was funny. So, with that, it really kind of, put a little extra fire under us and made us feel good that, people wanted to hear from us again. So
do you ever grow tired of the business? Like, how you get someone and it's like everybody wants your life, but when you want somebody, like, you got to take it all, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Not just platinum success and what you think is going down in tours. You got to take everything. Was the business ever so rough, or just like that you ladies were even like, I don't want all this shine right now? Or
absolutely,
yeah.
I mean.
But we've been going through that since day one, really.
Yeah, but it's different to me a little bit these days. Of course, we had our moments where you'd be like, effing, I'm doing something else.
Right,
Yeah. But now with social media and just, the different degrees of like comments that come on the internet, it's a whole level of evil out.
Yes,
it is.
It seems like that's in season.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like some people just sit down and say, what's the worst thing I could say right now?
Yes, and it's like all the miserable people had a big party around the world, and it's like, let's join in.
Yeah.
And let's make them unhappy like us. Like, it's just amazing.
Yeah,
to me
because you
how
don't
cruel
see people that's really shining or doing something that'll say, like, oh, yeah. You're like, man, how do you tear somebody down
they hide
like
behind that device. And it's funny because every blue moon or two, I've seen where you clap back, but every blue moon or two, I'll respond or whatever. And then sometimes the comments are like, oh my God, I'm sorry. I didn't think you were going to read this.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't mean it, girl. I love you, Chilli. TLC is my favorite group.
All of a sudden.
We're your favorite group now. You just dogging us out so badly. So, but, it kind of comes with it. And I believe that before all of this crazy social media stuff started happening, I mean, you had those people out there anyway, but they didn't have an outlet.
Right, yeah.
So you didn't really hear about it so much and they couldn't say it. But another thing is, these people wouldn't say this stuff to your face.
Oh,
not at all.
No,
Oh,
but can I say something? Though?
Please do, T-Boz.
You said please do.
Yeah, no.
What's funny to me is, damn, why I lose my train of thought? I hate when that happens.
That happens to me all the time.
Bark and then it'll come back to you.
No.
Hey, man, she really gonna have people barking now. Is that something for real?
No,
because
the fans
don't
do
put
it. The whole crowd, asked me to bark on stage, and they do
They do it because she does it all of the time, and she's afraid of dogs unless it's it's her dog or something. But other than that, she's
dogs
like
everywhere in LA.
Really though? So you're afraid of like random dogs?
Child, I
Hey,
will
please
fight,
bring Scrappy in here. Bring him in
don't
here.
you
Go get him.
No.
Louis.
Don't you do it.
No, it's a little pit bull about this big.
No, I'm scared of
A little bit
chihuahuas. I
more
would fight a grown man before a chihuahua. Those little things are mean.
All right, man.
Don't
bring
you-
Smokey in
no!
here. Don't bring the dog.
Don't
bring
you
Smokey.
bring- no!
I got one of my homeboys. I want to.
No.
No, you don't want to. Bring
just
Smokey in here. Yeah, just bring him in
he's
here.
just a human dog.
Yeah. No, it's a guy. Just whip his ass real quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna get T-Boz ready. What's going down with the new album? Now, I hear that. Is there a title yet? Are fans really trying to name the album or?
Oh, they're really trying to name the
Yeah.
album, and we're
And are
looking.
so y'all take
oh, yeah.
the name that really like, damn, that's it.
I mean,
we're listening.
yeah,
Sure.
Inspiration,
And
maybe.
if they come up with something that's good, we're listening. We always listen to our fans
I heard
because
that.
they really inspire us because
with-
they're half of the reason we still do this.
yeah, they're the reason that this album is even possible because of Kickstarter,
Yeah.
the crowdfunding. And
So when y'all went in for Kickstarter, you guys go in to raise like what 150 racks or something like that, and the fans was like, no, we want this.
yeah, we raised. How much did we raise? We raised about
$430,000.
almost half- almost half a million.
In like 2
$255.
days,
Yeah.
like, we broke a record too. Like
Damn.
for the fastest.
Y'all should start
campaign.
another one. Don't even put the album out. You know what
They
I'm
would
saying?
get us.
No, first of all, no.
Yeah, let's
They
talk about that.
Okay, so what people don't understand is, first of all, this is the longest it's ever taken us to make an album. But any other album, it seems like we did it in like 0 speed time. But everything is different now, and so what they don't understand is scheduling. We had to get we had to get our people in place. We had a writing camp in LA. We had one in Atlanta. Then you got to sit down. It was just a lot. And then, like she says too, there's also life, our
Right,
personal,
yeah,
we're
yeah.
moms and stuff like that. And so it took a while, but at the same time, we were not definitely going to put out anything that we weren't proud of and
Exactly.
that was
Right.
not, at the caliber of our other music. And again, it was another challenge going into the studio and letting everybody know, okay, bring us your best stuff. We just want what's like you're creative. Bring your best stuff. Don't try to repeat what we've done.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because once our sound is on there, it becomes a TLC record. Once the lyrical content is where it needs to be, it's a TLC record. You know what I'm saying? So,
But can I say that chasing after these damn writers and producers is like having
Writers,
85 kids.
producers.
Let me tell you
Really?
something.
Like-
No, let me
Who
tell
else?
you.
But no, we
and
listen-
rappers.
Thank you.
Oh,
Let me
really
explain
though?
something to
Lord,
you.
have mercy.
No, like the
Wow.
scheduling is the biggest headache on the planet. Like you can book something and then they'll be like, oh, well, they're in the UK this week. It's like, what? Woo.
Like they didn't know they was going to the UK.
Yo,
Right.
and, like we have children. Like I
Right.
have a toddler. My son is almost 2. So
Oh, wow.
like I have to stay on a schedule.
Yeah.
Like I don't have time to be playing with y'all. So if we say 2:00, it's 2:00.
Easy
Yeah.
call.
And I don't smoke weed. I don't drink.
Right.
So
Me neither.
They act like they can't write anything without
Until-
smoking until they smoke. And I'm like, okay, I'm trying to respect the process. If
Go
your
ahead now.
little peasy mind can't
Like,
go
yeah,
until
or at
you
least
get
show up an
your
hour earlier and do
tweets
that
or
too.
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just sitting there like, do. Because time is money now that I'm older. Like when we were younger, we would have food fights in the studio. And
Wow. All
just,
kinda stuff.
play now.
Yeah.
Now, them budgets be tight. You be
Hell
like,
yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
smoke fast.
Now you climbing up, touching the
Smoke
clock
fast
like,
and
hey,
eat later.
man,
right.
what you doing here, man? What you talking about? Like, man, you ain't wrote nothing down yet?
Right.
Give me your
right.
phone. Are you typing it?
Right.
Motherfucker ain't doing nothing. Like, man, like by the time we leave out here,
Exactly.
you gonna owe me $1,200.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
man. So how close are we to the album being done? Is it done?
It's basically
Yeah.
done.
Okay.
We're just mastering and
Yep.
fine tuning certain things. Like,
Mm.
you might find something that needs an ad lib or a vocal that you didn't like or adding somebody to the song. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, but we
just
have
did
the
that.
songs though.
Oh,
Yeah, but
okay.
they're done.
So
They're
we
done.
got more behind us than in front of us as far as what we need to. I'm saying we like I'm a
Absolutely.
producer on
Finally,
it.
I can woosah
yeah.
today.
Yeah.
Man, I've been so nervous. You have no
How
idea.
long has it been working on this album?
2 years because I'm gonna explain this. Right after Kickstarter, we went on a
on
American tour with New Kids on the Block
Yeah,
with
man.
Nelly,
Hello.
TLC, and New Kids, and it was an arena tour, and it was successful. It was good, and then we started the process of the album. But like I said, the scheduling was crazy, so it
But
wasn't.
then we had to go overseas.
we went overseas on a tour
Yeah,
in
to tour in
Australia,
Australia
New
for the
Zealand.
first time. That was
That was your
crazy.
first time overseas?
No, not overseas.
In Australia.
In Australia.
Yes.
How in the hell does TLC not get to Australia before?
I don't know. It's a few places we
I
haven't
think it's
been
a
to.
lot of reasons why we're not on a label. Let's just put it like that, bruh.
Ah, okay, there it is. Keeping it really dope.
One us,
Keeping
one
it
us.
really
That's
dope.
all
Like,
I'm
yeah,
saying.
like, yeah, they ain't doing that. Like, man, we never knew. Like,
Right.
we never knew.
Right.
So what's the label situation for you now? Is it something that you guys got your hands on, or what's the label situation now?
We're basically the label.
I heard
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, so we own all of our masters as well.
Good.
Don't that make it a lot
awesome.
better?
What you say?
Hello.
Hello.
And plus, it's just crazy to have the process of giving everything and then handing it to someone else and saying, okay, now it's your turn. And they don't have the same passion. And now
Right.
when you fast forward now, it's like back in the days, people wanted to be, and no disrespect to any majors, but
Right,
people
yeah.
wanted to be on majors. Now you hear
Absolutely.
people saying, man, I got one more album. And then, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
you ready
And then
to get up.
boom, yeah, man.
But that goes into saying how people don't understand business. Just like when you can write a song, but say it's a song you didn't write. And you have to go to each publisher and writer to approve your own music. Like fans don't understand that. They're like, why isn't Left Eye on this one? We can go for Ain't Too Proud to Beg because that's one that like we didn't write. And she did, and she's not here. But the guy who owns the publishing to her raps, like he may say, like everybody else is like, yeah, great. But he be like, I want $1 million. It's like, dude, what? Like, so you have to get, if there's 14 people on a song or something, I'm over exaggerating,
Right,
but
I
you know,
hear
you
you.
have to clear every every last person.
Now, is Left Eye on the album or in any kind of vocal or?
Well, we're trying to do some ad libs, but I'm not ad libs.
Interludes.
Interludes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Go ahead now.
She's there for me.
Hello, as she should
but
be.
we also have, I don't know if I can say his name right now, but one of the features actually gave her a shout out too, and it was really dope how he did it.
Who was it?
Yeah.
Yep.
No, just playing. Yeah.
No,
She was
but
like
but
that part.
I
would
I
say
was like,
this,
who was
though.
it? She was like, yep, you got it.
After resulting 14 years of vocals and we used everything we could, she was on like a poetic type vibe, and then she was on like some street stuff with Suge, who has the the music, which we can't get to. And it's hard to match up subject matter with style and all that. So
Right,
we're
right,
trying
right.
to still figure something out. But if not, we'll try to do interludes and everything we can. But either way, we keep her memory alive through our music, through our shows.
Yeah.
And we incorporate her in everything, every way we can.
Not to go too far back, but I do want to say it is seriously, it's such an honor to finally meet you guys. You were the first album I ever bought.
That's crazy, huh?
Like I legit remember the moment my dad walked me into the store and said, all right, which one do you want? And I automatically knew right there, boom, I grabbed it. So that's always like a really great memory because you remember the first, what was your first album,
Yeah.
But going back to No Scrubs, when you guys heard Ed Sheeran's Shape of You, did you automatically know that was No Scrubs?
I don't even know.
You haven't even heard it.
Have you heard?
I love the pause. And how, it's like
I'm not even
everybody
gonna
talking
lie.
about it, but T-Boz.
Yeah,
You're like,
but you
She
know
like,
what?
Ed
I
Sheeran
heard
did
that
what?
Candy and them wrote it
Yeah.
or whatever, and I heard it was. But honestly, I've been in the studio almost.
right,
daily.
yeah.
Like so.
T-Boz, I can tell by the little pause you did. Like,
Because I'm just not a liar and I don't front. Like,
right,
I
right,
just
right,
heard
right.
it, so.
Yeah, but she was really like, yeah.
And I'm really into
Ed
music,
Sheeran.
but I really haven't heard it
So
yet.
that's that redhead white boy, right?
Right.
Yeah,
we definitely know who he
You know,
is.
right?
My head was like, I did the Scooby Right.
Hey, man, please tell them about your talent show audition.
Oh, okay. So when I was in elementary school, me and my two other girlfriends were like, we're going to perform TLC's No Waterfalls. And we went up on stage and you had to audition for the talent show. And we had all the moves down and we had it. And this girl who was the teacher who was running the talent show came up and said, you know what? I actually think you guys should change the dance moves. I want them to be happier. And she wanted us to do this, like wave our arms in the air and do a sunshine kind of thing. And we legit looked at her and went, no, we're not going to do that.
Right.
And we opted to not perform it if we couldn't do your guys' move.
Go ahead now.
That's
Wow.
awesome. I love it.
Like
That
the video
sounds-
in the song wasn't successful. She didn't know what the hell she was doing.
Right.
Like, man, no, y'all need to sashay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Put some thriller in there.
She's trying to change it up.
Put some thriller in there.
we had like the sashes around like our jeans too and everything. And we were like, we stuck to it. We're like, unless we can do it just like they did it, we're not going to do it.
Go ahead now. Stand
love
up.
that.
Struggle, struggle, struggle. Now, when does the new album drop for TLC?
June 30th.
Oh, man. Ooh,
Yes.
I don't know about that date.
Why?
Oh. Somebody else told y'all that too?
No, what?
This is my brother's birthday. I won't
Oh
be
my
able to.
God! I'm looking at you like, what's going on?
Yeah, I really don't want his birthday to be outshined. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes growing up as a kid, he didn't have the best birthdays. You know what I'm saying? Single, whatever it is. We'll talk off air.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. You know what? July 1st sounds good.
We should move.
Yeah,
give
we
him
should.
his
You know
spot.
what I'm
Okay,
saying?
well, you know
Yeah,
what?
think
We'll
about
talk
it.
We're
about
gonna
that
think
with our
about
Because I
that.
see that June 30th is kind of written.
Yeah.
So, you know, and don't promise me nothing right now, ladies, but let's,
Okay.
let's
We'll try to
move-
work on
Okay.
it.
Yeah, or
tell
move it
him,
up to like
sorry,
don't do
no
the 28th.
disrespect.
That's
Or the
my wedding.
29th maybe.
Well, I don't know.
29th or the
Well,
1st.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
we should just wait after and let him have his whole little week.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank
Why
you,
don't we let
hon.
him have the first hour
Of
in
what?
that day?
Oh no, honey.
Okay, and then we're gonna take the rest.
No.
That's how we're gonna
Let
do
me
it.
tell you
We'll
what's
split
crazy
it up.
about this. My sister-in-law, my brother's
Sharing,
wife,
sharing.
we call her Chilli.
Really?
Y'all look so much alike. It's scary.
That is
Really?
actually true.
It is scary, and it's times when if she not there, I'm like, she on tour, huh? Like, you know, like she in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Like, did not hear her talking to somebody. I'm like, T-Boz. Yeah, this you. Then they just hang on like that. I'm like, man. So yeah, okay. Well, we'll talk about the 30th. You know what I'm saying with the album title that is not known
Absolutely.
as
Unknown.
of yet.
Yes.
All right. Does anyone in here have an album title that
Yeah,
we
any
could
ideas?
throw in there?
Oh God, I don't know. I don't even know how you guys would ever name an
All right.
album. Like,
some of them that we're kind of looking at,
Okay,
man.
tell
All righty,
us.
that I see here. It says the last chapter, which is TLC.
okay,
But the last chapter,
I don't like that.
I like it, but I don't want y'all to like y'all saying it's the last album.
Yeah.
This ain't
Yeah.
gonna be no last album. All right.
Okay.
This is the next album.
You don't know
Well,
that
check
yet.
us, boo.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
I know,
we don't
put
want
us
to
in
go
our
with the
place.
last chapter. But if we do go last chapter, then the next album is New Testament.
Hey.
Hello. You know what I mean? So then there's Encore.
Okay.
Okay, I saw that one. And then there was
A lot more albums coming out.
Meant to
Yeah.
Be. No, these are just album
Meant to
titles that they
Be.
said was
Yeah.
kind of in the
Popular.
running. Yeah,
Okay,
so
okay.
I don't know.
What about
Okay.
So we're going to have
What's
to
she
see.
up? What's she about to
We
say?
have to decide.
Still here?
Still here.
No. I can tell you just made that one up, so I'm gonna give you.
I like it.
I'm gonna let that one slide. No, because Still Here sound like, you know what I
better
mean?
than the
Like
last
yeah,
chapter.
Still Here. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't think it was
I don't think it's.
Thank
I
you.
don't- You
They
said
liked
I
it.
thought you said you keep it
T-Boz
real,
liked it.
T-Boz.
It's not bad.
Oh, she don't love it, but she said it's not
I didn't
bad.
say cowbell. I said it wasn't that bad, is what I
Right.
said. That's
You
really.
can tell us what it really is, T-Boz. You don't have to do
I
this to her.
always will. I said it wasn't that bad, right?
Thank
Right.
you.
That bad.
That bad.
Read into the lines.
Right.
now.
Right.
No, I'm just
So
playing.
yeah,
I'm
what
just
she
kidding.
telling you,
reading into
it's
it
not
now.
that good. Yeah. Oh, it's not that
Oh, so
bad,
it's not
girl.
that bad.
That's when somebody tell me my outfit look good on me. You know, no, that look good on you.
Okay.
No,
So I
you
guess
can
that
go
would be the
ahead.
name of the
You are
album.
hilarious.
Like you can get away with
Why?
that, big. Like, I would, you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
Or my wife be like, baby, you going out in that?
Right.
No, I'm not. Hell no, I wasn't. Gotcha. Hell no, I wasn't going out in this. This look ridiculous.
Right.
This look ridiculous. So
Right.
we're gonna think of an album name.
Okay.
We're gonna push it back. You know what I'm saying? Now, what about how everybody got like name for their fans now? Are we working on like a new name?
Oh, they
or-
made
Oh,
their
no,
own
they have
name.
this TLC Army.
Oh.
God damn it, the Army.
Wow.
Sorry for
Yeah,
saying
the-
goddamn.
They got navies, they got hives, and now they
Yeah.
got armies.
Yeah, they have
TLC
TLC Army.
Army.
They've been around
Yes.
for us for a long time.
and they
with
come
this.
strong. We know them by first names.
How
all the
amazing.
shows.
important are the fans to you, ladies?
Oh, major.
Yeah.
Come on, you know they're important to us because one, fan mail was dedicated to them.
Yeah.
You know, and you open up the sleeve
their
inside, it's
names?
like all the names, as many names as we could fit.
Hell yeah, because
On
you couldn't
there.
put everybody's name
Yeah.
on there. And
Yeah.
someone was doubled up too, like Anthony. Oh man, that's me. You know what I'm saying?
All the Anthonys.
Michelle. Oh man, they got us.
Right.
But over the years, we've known them since they were like, they've grown with us. So now
Some
we
of
know them by,
them.
a lot
Yeah.
of them in the Army, and we know them by first name. They're at all the shows. And we've even had to ask, like, aren't you, we've seen you at like 20 shows. Aren't
Right.
you tired? They're like,
Yeah.
no. And I'm like, really? Because I don't know if I know, except for Michael.
Right, you
Michael
know.
Jackson is probably the only person I would show up to
Of
everything.
course she has
Really?
to. That's her brother-in-law.
Go ahead now.
I mean, come
Hello.
on. That's my husband. You got to show up
Go
for my
ahead.
baby.
You know?
What you looking like
I'm
that for?
wondering. Okay, what's going down here?
I mean, I'm a widow.
He's been my
I'm a
brother-in-law,
widow, but I'm
but,
just
you
saying.
know,
It's my
we've been
husband. The
doing
only
this
person
for
I was married
years.
to. Yes.
Okay. So Mike is your husband.
Yes.
I have to tell you.
I didn't even know
about
this.
the
Get her
time
face.
That's the, yes, the
when we
only
did
time
a
I
show
did
with
it, yeah.
Mike. What she did.
It's okay. Go ahead. But
Okay, so
hold
me
on,
and
wait,
Lisa
but-
sitting in the
but
back.
before, but stop.
Chilli
But
on
don't
the teeth.
exaggerate.
I don't exaggerate.
Yes,
I don't
you
think
do.
you knew how you look.
Yes, you
What
do.
is
This is what
She
can I
keeps it
speak?
real, Chilli.
Yes, I
Real
do.
Jesus
shitty
Christ.
sometimes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Hello.
So anyways, we had did a show because Michael was like, I want my favorite group to perform. So I was like, boom, we there, Mike.
Hello,
You know what I'm
easy
saying?
call.
Yeah, it's anything for you, Michael. So we're there, right? We did our show, whatever. He didn't want to perform. He wanted us to perform, but we only could do 2, and it was like Heal the World tour for children. So we were sitting in the back enjoying, just staring at Mike, like, yeah, that's Mike. You know what I'm saying? And we on the same stage with Mike.
No, we
So-
weren't. We were in the audience sitting down.
No,
I remember this.
I'm not done.
Okay.
I'm saying what I was doing.
Hold on.
Okay.
Is this album going to come
So,
out?
yes, it's coming out.
Oh,
make it
okay.
through?
Just wanna-
But see, I'm
This
the
is
oldest. I'm the
typical.
papa.
This
She
is
just gets
typical.
unruly
Go ahead.
sometimes. So, anyways,
Hello.
so we're sitting in the audience, right? And Mike says to the children,
No, he didn't.
he said to the children that he wanted them to come on
up
stage
on
with
stage.
him.
Don't do this.
She jumped over like 7 rows of chairs, leaping.
The exaggeration.
And she
Wait.
ran before the kids and grabbed him and stood there and kissed him.
No,
and when he went to
excuse
kiss
me.
her on the cheek, she turned her lips and said,
Oh, yeah,
That, yeah.
For
Okay,
the
that
children.
piece. That piece. Out of all, yeah,
no, the
out of
whole
all the
pieces
stuff she
were
said.
true.
No,
She
it's
overran
not.
the kids and
Oh,
stood
my
next to him.
God.
Yes, she did.
I didn't
That's
do
my
that.
husband.
Okay, let me
I did
ask
go
you.
on stage.
See, there it is. I was going to ask
Ask
you
her how
that.
she got
Listen,
7 rows
he
up
helped-
though,
Right.
I
before
didn't-
everybody.
How can I jump over 7 rows?
You did. It was the most phenomenal thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, man.
lying.
She's like, give me that
This is
goddamn
not
crutch.
true.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Either way, that was the first kiss I got.
The first.
the first one.
Yeah.
I mean,
had
you worked so
multiple
hard for it, Chilli.
I
It
did.
should
I
have
mean,
been.
I'm just saying, but he was kind of gonna go there, and I just
Turned on him, huh?
I just got the lip.
She turned her face.
And then another time he grabbed my face and he was like, I know that face. And then he kissed me on the lip. I was like, oh my God, I'm about
That's crazy.
to die.
You slip him in
We
your
are
tongue or
married.
anything. You should have just slipped some
I know. I was trying to slip a lot of
Man,
stuff.
hello.
we found
Hey,
her
hello.
spread
your
eagle
foot
and
up.
everything.
Hey, man.
All of it.
I really
Chicken
believe
wing,
that you
no.
did
She was
move
just
the
like
kids
this.
out the way, though.
Yes.
I believe you moved the kids out the
I
way.
didn't,
She
though.
elbows
I
the
didn't
kid.
do it.
Yes, she
And
did.
especially if
do
you
it.
say all the kids come
All
up.
the kids.
Yeah, that
She did.
She probably thought it said all the chilies
I'm
come
here
up.
for you. I love her, and I'm not
Right.
gonna lie. Yes, she did.
I didn't hurt anybody.
She
Right,
didn't hurt
no,
nobody,
no,
but
no,
she
no.
No
sure
one
was
was
there.
hurt.
7 rows,
Right.
and she
And
was the first
That's
one.
not true.
Did
but
you really
I got
check
up on
to
the
see?
stage. I'm
Did
sorry.
did you check to see if anybody was hurt?
No one
We
was hurt.
did. We
Well,
had
we
her
don't
back.
know.
No one
We
was
made
hurt.
sure she
Right,
didn't knock
right.
over the baby.
And I'm pretty sure
I
you
just kind of had
TLC.
tunnel vision. You know, I just saw him. And
She
The
just, I'm
mission.
telling you, it was like doom.
he was
my chance.
He said to come up there, so I did.
You're like,
That's what I
forget
did.
this.
Yeah.
You're like,
She's
I'm
like,
on
I'm
my
one
way
of the
up there.
kids.
Yeah.
She's like, hell yeah. She moonwalked her
today. I
ass
need
up
some
there, Jack.
healing.
You know what I'm saying? Spun around and, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's
That's how
amazing.
it was. It was so funny. I thought I was gonna pee on myself.
That's amazing. I love that.
Oh well, that's my picture with me and Mike right there.
Yes.
And when
Look
when
at
he
my
got
baby.
close, I just grabbed him. I was like, yeah, what's happening, brother? You know, I had to keep my manhood still, but I was like, I said, man, I
He'll
love
do
you.
that. He'll do that to you. It's crazy.
Oh, really though? Yeah, well, he didn't kiss
I
me that
love
day.
Mike.
Probably because of the way I look too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's wearing shades. He ain't crazy. He ain't blind. You know what I'm saying? He can definitely see. He can see what I was working with. He was like, oh, how you going? T-Boz, how are you health wise, hon?
Oh, that's sweet of you. I'm good.
Yes,
I'm good. But I'm not gonna lie, it's not always an easy
Right,
road.
I
But
can imagine.
I've been doing really good. I don't get sick as often, and I do a whole lot of holistic things.
Really though?
Yeah,
Yes.
I take a lot of herbs and drops, honestly, and oxygen, which is kind of like athletes. You know how some of them take them before they play and after. I do that as well to keep my body.
How hard was the battle with sickle cell when you had to be on stage or had to be in the press and had, you know what I'm saying? Because we expected you to show up to blow up and not like my niece. She has the trait and she gets sick.
Yeah.
And we expect people to just show up, but you were dealing with a whole lot.
Yeah.
How did you get up and fulfill a lot of the stuff without us knowing how bad things could be or were?
First, I have to credit God because some of the days I can't even answer how I made it through some things. you know, because my cousin had the same disease and he's not here,
Yeah.
but I am. And so that's part of the reason why I feel like I owe it to share my testimony and the things I've been through. I actually have a book coming out called A Sick Life, September 12th, and it talks about actually everything you just asked me, how I got to be who I am today and how I got through some of my situations, because I was told at 7 years old I wouldn't live past 30, I would never have kids, and I'd be disabled my whole life. So I superseded that. So I kind of go through my whole life, the ups and downs on how I'm sitting before you today.
I heard that. And that's in September?
September 12th.
You got to make sure
Sick
that
Life.
you come back. And
Thank
we
you.
really
I'd love
said,
to.
no, it'd definitely
Thank
be my
you.
pleasure. Definitely be my pleasure. And so now we're thinking album, we're thinking tour, correct?
Oh yeah, we're definitely going on tour. We're headlining the I Love the 90s
Amen.
tour.
How major is that tour?
Yes, we're so
I heard.
excited.
I didn't know until like we sat with the president. It was like, oh, so you big balling, huh?
Man, no, let me tell you. When Cats got on that tour, it was like, all right, cool. And people thought it was a certain, like, oh no, that tour is amazing.
That's what we heard. That's why we're headlining.
As you should.
You know? So
Amen.
it's perfect timing. And that's what I remember. I said timing, man. It's
Right.
everything. The album's coming out. We'll be doing new singles. We actually released 2 singles, and one in Australia and one in Japan, and they went #1 in a couple of days. So that was a blessing.
Nice.
And so now we're doing a big show May 9th.
Yeah, May
In the
9th
UK.
in
UK?
UK. Yeah,
It
'cause
sold
that's
out in
the-
2 minutes.
Hell, damn.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying, man? Like,
Yeah,
people,
2 minutes. I was like, oh my God. Like,
does it doesn't surprise you how popular and
Yes,
how
it
much
does.
people continue to love.
It does.
It does.
Because,
Wow.
you know what? Because it's a very fickle business.
Yeah,
You know,
Yes,
and
especially America.
unfortunately,
Oh,
no
man,
matter
yeah.
how hard you've worked and the doors you've opened and the just the records
Paved
you've
the
broken
way.
and all that kind of stuff, you're only as good as your last album
Yeah.
or whatever it was. You know what I mean? And so it's like, I mean, people put us in a certain category, and that's good, the legendary thing or whatever, and that's an honor for people to say that about us. But at the same time, we still have to live up to what people that like that expectation,
Right.
and because we have high expectations for ourselves as well. We want to definitely always kind of coast, I guess, to where from where we were. You know what I mean? And so
Does that keep you, and not gun shy, but does that keep you also at one point, was there any like self-doubt or can we do this? Other people are in the game now. Did you ever go through a moment like that where your head did say,
Well, I know for me, I don't look at other artists or anything like that
Right.
as like competition and all that kind of stuff. I don't look at it like that. I think for me, I mean, we're always nervous right before anything comes out, because I think that kind of shows how humble we are and how much we still love doing this. We don't take anything for granted. I mean, nothing. And so, but when we go out there, we're just nervous because we don't know what people are going to say, what to expect or whatever. So we
And
don't
people-
assume that it's just going to be the bomb.
It's other people who doubted us.
right?
People who, and that kind of goes back in, I remember what I was going to say earlier. I never, like, you know how people follow people and they know everything about you, but they say they don't like you. Like, if I don't like somebody, I know nothing about
Yeah,
you.
Exactly.
tell me about it.
But they be like, that's why you got sickle cell. And that's why your daughter, it's like, you know everything about me, but you don't like me.
Damn.
But so there's so many people who really don't really know your accolades and your history, and they're just talking. And then you have the people who really are like undercover fans because you know too much and you just nosy. But at the end of the day, we've never had a problem proving ourselves either. You know what I'm saying? So if it takes us, even though we've been up here, if it takes us to come out and let you know what our new normal is, because we're clear TLC ain't the same since Lisa died. We're not like crazy. But at the end of the day, this is our new normal. And you just had to prove that to people. And it only takes one. And when we did VH1 Super Bowl Blitz, that was the most stressful live show we ever did, but
Oh
the
my
best
God.
one.
I heard that.
Because, I mean, no, when I say
No, you
anything
do-
that you can
Ooh.
think went wrong,
It
Went
went
wrong.
wrong.
Wow.
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? And I was throwing up and everything before the performance. Like, I was sick. Like my nerves was shot. Like our sound guy, he almost died in ICU. His stomach burst. Like everything.
yeah, it was
People
crazy.
didn't show up who and it's live, and it's like, oh, you know.
Right.
So that's just an inkling
You're
of
like,
what
put
happened.
your organs back in, man. Come
Right,
on, do this
right.
sound.
What you doing?
What you doing? This
Like
is live.
just everything happened, and so, but it was that one show that showed people, you know what? They don't need rappers. They don't need guest appearances. Because even though Lily passed away, it didn't hinder our ability to perform and dance and sing.
Right.
It's just you find your new normal, like I said.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And show people that you dancing and performing it, we're born to entertain. It's in my soul. I can't
heard
lose
that.
that. Like God could take my limbs, but you can't take my soul. Like I'm not, you can't take from me what is in me.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, it was just proving to people that, you know, the ones who were disbelievers, like, you know, some of the record label execs and stuff,
Oh, wow.
you know, hey, dude, bow down. We still here. We got it.
Hello.
You know what?
Y'all-
But I also, I'm sorry.
Oh no, go ahead, baby. She heard the bell. She like, yeah, that's like Oscar music.
Yeah, so wrap up.
She like, that's like Oscar music. I'm
No, I just want to let everybody know that with the tour, we will be in California. We'll be here
July
at the
14th.
Greek
Yeah,
Theater.
man.
Yeah, July 14th. So come on out.
That's
I'm
a great
coming out,
venue.
man.
I love that venue.
yeah, the Greek
Theater's
hell yeah.
so dope.
We've never
So
performed
intimate,
there.
it's
It's usually
outdoor.
like
Yeah.
Staples or Nokia or what's the other one? The Forum.
The Forum.
Yeah, that's usually where we're at.
You
So
see, I
heard
said it
it's
after you.
awesome.
She was like, what's the other one? She was like, the Forum. I said, the Forum.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
You know I got your back. You know what I'm saying?
right.
I'm here to help you, T-Boz. You know what I'm saying? We can't sit here and talk about what's happening today and not get into way back.
Hey.
Now, for those out there, man, what is way back?
Oh my goodness. I wrote it with my friend Jay Hart. He's actually from the UK, and he lived around the corner from me in Atlanta, and now he's here, and he's like writing for everyone. So he's a Grammy Award winning writer now.
Go ahead now.
And so he done came out here and blew up. So shouts out to Jay Hart. But basically, you know, we have friends, and some of us like may lose contact or just for some reason let life take over and not talk to each other every day. And no matter what, when you have a real friend, a true friend, no matter how much time goes by, when you see them, it's just like yesterday.
Yes,
pick up where
like
you
you
left
took
It's
it
a
off
good
pause.
feeling. Yes, it's
Yeah.
a good feeling, and it brings back all those memories about when you were in high school, and that's why I put my faves in there. Mike, Prince,
Right.
Marvin Gaye. This is them high school parties. Some things don't never change. Yeah, you and me, we go way back. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, you sound
Way back.
dope.
Oh, thank you, but you know what I mean. Like, it's that vibe, it's that feeling.
Hey, man,
You
why
have
do
a
I want
good
to see y'all
feeling.
perform right
Yes.
now?
Oh, right. Turn it on.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I remember homies was getting mad at no scrubs. I was like, man, because you
goodness.
broke.
Yeah. You the scrub
You
you're
need a ride?
talking about.
Yeah, like, oh my God.
You on the passenger side. Your best friend's ride.
yeah. You know what I'm saying? And when I didn't have the car, I always had the destination though.
Oh,
The one that don't got the car.
right.
Like, man, you know we need to go on Friday, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, Chilli, T-Boz, thank you, ladies, for coming into the neighborhood and hanging out
Thanks
with
for
us.
having us.
Hey, man,
you.
and I'm gonna tell you, you ladies have some of the most beautiful spirits, though.
Yes.
thank
Like y'all walked in, it
you.
was nice and warm. We've been smiling, we've been laughing. You know what I'm saying? I can tell if things weren't right, y'all can get crazy if y'all had to. Thank God that we all here on the same page. You
Yes,
know. Now the
yes.
album we're looking at June 30th. We're
Yes.
still looking at a title. You know
Yes,
what I'm saying?
we
Way
are.
Back is available on your formats. How
Yes.
you know what I'm saying? However you grab it.
And we
That's what
shoot the video next week.
all right. Well, I'll be there. I know what that was.
Oh,
Are you
wait,
coming?
everybody
Yeah.
can come out. We want to
Yeah, our ex-
invite. If you go to TLC's Facebook page, everybody come out. You could be in the way back video with us.
Okay.
Come,
Go ahead
come,
now.
go. Yeah, that's the info, right?
So
Yeah. Official TLC at Facebook.
30 people.
Uh-oh,
We can only
you
pick
done-
30 people, so y'all better hurry up.
right, yeah.
30
And,
people.
and 7 of us are in here.
Yeah.
So y'all
Really
go to
only
that TLC
23.
Facebook page and
You almost invited
Join
the
us.
public.
Hey, we gonna
One
have
man
a
behind
crowd.
us like 30 people.
Yeah.
Right.
She's like 3,030.
Oh.
300. What is 3 fingers? Oh, 30 people.
I was about to
Yes.
have the director just shoot wider.
Yeah. Y'all,
Yeah.
y'all ain't got no
Kinda
different
ch-
lenses in there?
Right.
We're changing
And
it
you
up.
know what? We want to give a shout out to Snoop Snoop Dogg, you know,
Man.
he came through. He
I love
really
Snoop.
did. We love him so much.
Yeah,
that's
that's
like,
a good dude
that's
too,
family
man.
right there.
Now, is he on Way Back?
Yes.
Because
he
the Way
is.
Back that we played.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
you
man.
don't have Snoop Dogg.
Man, no, man, and we were searching and
Yeah.
everything, and we did like an iHeart premiere. We're gonna make sure that we get the right one
Yeah.
in place.
Well, y'all have
my
it, and we're gonna
gosh.
make sure you get it
All right.
today, so y'all can play that one.
Yeah.
But can I
Easy
just say
call.
this
Yeah.
about Snoop?
Please
Uncle
do.
Snoop is the best person on the planet. I've been a fan, and he laughs when I say that. I'm like, dude, for real?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I ain't playing. It's about you. And he was like, oh, girl, I'm so happy. You know how he's so laid back.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
as soon as
Chill.
we called and asked, it was like nothing. He did
Yeah.
it just like that.
Didn't y'all do like
Oh.
a show together too, though? Like
Oh,
I
I do. Yeah, T-Boz Unplugged.
Yeah.
For sickle cell, I raise money and give a charity concert. And
Do you have one coming
that
up this
too.
year?
Yeah, it's right now we're gunning for November 19th.
Okay, cool
Yeah.
in the gang. Let us know that too. We could just gonna see
Absolutely.
you all year.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? We gonna
Yes.
see. Now, Chilli, do you stay out here?
No, I still live in Atlanta.
I heard that. She like, shit.
Stay there.
She like, you know what I got out there? So you
Rap
crazy
right.
as
But
hell.
I
But
do
T-Boz,
love
you out
coming
here, though, right?
though.
Yeah, I
Right.
came here to work. I want to come back to Atlanta. Though.
I
She's
heard
been
that.
I
saying
want to
that for
raise
2
my
years.
but I want to raise my son in the South. I really do.
Really though.
And yeah, because I did not like Calabasas at all.
Go ahead now. Cali Blacklist, they
I
call
call
it.
him it's Calaclassless is what it really is.
Okay.
Well, that's T-Boz from
Hey.
TLC. Chilli,
First.
T-Boz, thank y'all ladies for
Thank
coming
you.
into the neighborhood.
Thank you for
Truly
having
enjoyed
us.
y'all. No, it is my pleasure. Best believe that. It is Big Boy's
Big
Neighborhood,
Boy.
y'all.